Now then, let's move on to a real test for politicians who are famously incapable of answering any question with a straight yes or no. Indeed, it's compulsory on this round, because if you do answer yes or no, you'll be gonged out or belled out with this noise. Okay? You happy with that noise, Graeme?
That's a very fine noise.
Now, smoking. Do you back No Smoking Day?
No Smoking Day.
Oh, you're out straight away. That was almost too easy. Greg, American justice, do you think it works well?
That's a difficult question, Clive.
What's the answer?
Well, it requires a difficult answer.
Yes. Louise Woodward, do you think she was rightly convicted?
Rightly convicted. Again, it's a complex issue, and I'm not really at liberty to delve into my personal opinions on that.
Was she more guilty than O.J. Simpson?
More guilty than O.J. Simpson?
Yes.
I don't think you'll find anyone more guilty than O.J.
And sex scandals. Do you think President Clinton should be brought down by a sex scandal?
Should be brought down again.
What should we know about people's private life?
Well, certainly not yours, because...
The word "not" contains "no" in it. It seems rather harsh. Now, I'm prepared to let you carry on, because not isn't the word "no," is it?
In essence, it isn't.
Well, it isn't, is it?
Well, I'd have to answer in the negative.
Do you believe... What's the quickest way of answering in the negative?
In my position, yeah. I find that...
What about President Clinton? Do you think he is guilty of these misdemeanors with his interns, secretaries, and so forth?
Whether he's guilty or not isn't the question, Clive.
Well, it was the question, though. That's the question I asked.
Yes, but I don't think...
Yes, there you go. Okay, very good. All right, Tim, let's get to more serious questions. Are you a fan of the Teletubbies?
Well, Clive, most people would duck that question, and once again, I'm in the majority.
Do you think that's the best the BBC can do for children?
I think the BBC is doing a great job for children, and I hope they continue in the same way.
Do you watch it yourself?
I have watched it, not on my own.
You've watched it with children?
I have not watched it with children, but I have watched it with consenting adults.
With consent. And were you doing anything special at the time?
I think probably that's none of your business.
Yeah. Have you declared all your interests in the members' register?
I have all my interests.
Yeah. Yep. Have you declared your interest in the members' register?
I refer you to the answer that Tim gave a few moments ago.
What was that answer?
It was an answer clearly given, honestly given,
yes.
Without taint,
yes.
And unprompted by any kind of financial donation apart from a blind trust.
Do you feel that do you think you're subject of a vendetta?
I don't think that people in my constituency are interesting. Aren't me answering.
Not interesting.
It's
you say the people in your constituency.
No, they're.
There we go. Tim Brooke-Taylor, you're definitely the winner there. Well done, Tim Brooke-Taylor. Okay, now we go on to... Well done. All right, the next one we're going to do is called Whose Side Are You On? There are a lot of big disputes in the world, and politicians have to decide which side they want to be on. And the biggest, the oldest, and the greatest of all disputes is the one between God and Satan. So, Graeme and Greg, whose side are you on in this epic dispute?
Well, God has our wholehearted support here.
Yes, before he's grateful for it.
It all started, really, because of the allegations made by Satan of wrongful dismissal. Satan started out as an angel working in heaven, and turned out not to be very good at angeling, and lost the job. And then he took his employer to a tribunal, and if you read the Milton report, where he describes what happened, him the almighty power hurled headlong flaming from the ethereal sky with hideous ruin and combustion down to bottomless perdition. Well, this frankly didn't happen.
All right, now let's just check. Which side are you on in this great dispute?
I don't need any lectures on religion. I can recite the Lord's Prayer backwards, let me say that. People might say it's surprising that a committed Christian like me should be supporting devil worship, but for me, Christianity isn't about Jesus and miracles. It's about summoning the Lord Lucifer to vanquish the earth with his army of demons, and I see no contradiction.
No contradiction there? Do you have the backing of your...
Well, I want to make it absolutely clear I'm not against God. He's done some wonderful things. I just think it's time for a change. You probably think I'm just being the devil's advocate, but I feel strongly about this. First of all, let me tell you, I've met Satan a few times, and he's a bloody good bloke. He's consistently denied a British passport, and I think that's disgraceful.
Do you think, Greg, are you pro-God, pro-Satan, or just a pro?
Well, clearly, as my colleague stated, we have the wholehearted support of God. God is a registered voter. He is able to vote 3 times, of course.
Greg?
Satan is now a very bitter creature. You know, reduced from a cushy job in heaven, a lovely job, all the work he could do, and now reduced to presenting TFI Friday.
Satan was left chained on a burning lake. I think you should remember that.
Well, you can't chain somebody to a lake.
But honestly, Clive, who amongst us can put their hands up and say they have never slaughtered a goat at midnight and then pasted the blood over the naked body of Jean from accounts? I know I have. Well, I know you have.
Very
I think Graeme does very little else.
A very fair point. Move on to the vote now. How are you thinking at the moment? Do you think the red party is doing better, the blue party is doing better? Vote accordingly and vote now. Oh, and there we see the red party is 53% in the lead. The blue party is only at 47%. That seems to be remaining pretty static, so is that a worry to you?
No, we have reduced our negative lead there by some 3%, so we're moving in the right direction.